are live. Guys, not much more to go. Not many more Fridays to go. We are July 25th. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have one more? 5? What do we got? 5? Yeah, I mean, the NFL season will be here before you know it, guys. We'll be here before you know it. You know, we're like under 50 days, I think, now before the NFL starts. I am super excited. NFL days to kick off. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cowboys. Hey, hello, what's going on? What is good? What is going on? Checking out 41 days until the NFL season is here, guys. Woo, baby. I know. It'll be here before you know it. You know, September 4th is not too far away, you know? It'll be August 4th soon, and then a couple more weeks. Yeah, Phillies had a big win today, but yeah, baseball isn't fun to the playoffs. Baseball, there's too many games. Elvis, what's going on, dude? Go Birds. Let's go. 41 days until kickoff. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Already some crazy news out of training camp from a bunch of teams. How about Justin Fields dislocating his toe? The Chargers today, guys, released Christian Wilkins. That's crazy. That is crazy. Absolutely wild. Yeah, the Dolphins had some really bad injuries this week as well. So already we're only a week down of training camp and the injuries are already starting to happen, guys. That's just kind of the NFL landscape right now, you know? Falcons wide receiver, Darnell Mooney to miss several weeks with a shoulder injury. Out for several weeks. That's not looking great for the Atlanta Falcons. You know, Darnell Mooney should play a big role in that offense this year, guys. He's out for several weeks. Nice. Winning bets on the Rockies. That's a bold move, Cotton. Bold move, guys. Bold move. What's up, Shroom Merchant? What's going on? I mean, Ty Robinson looks pretty solid, man. He looks pretty solid. But for me, you know, Jahad Campbell, man. Jahad Campbell. He looks like a freaking monster. Makuba looks really good, too. So I'm excited for Makuba. I mean, this draft class, you know. I did read that Drew Kendall guy came to practice 45 minutes late today, and A.J. Brown shoot him out. Yeah, I think it was Drew Kendall, I think. Yeah, I think Drew Kendall, the 5th-round pick, showed up 45 minutes late to training camp today, and A.J. Brown got on that boy. What game? It all depends what game, ALO. It depends what game. Detroit or the Chargers? They're 2 games, division games, man. I don't like betting on division games. What's up, Little G? Welcome to the chat, guys. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. It really does help get this stream out to more NFL fans. So do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Please do it. Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know if he's a top 2 quarterback, but I definitely think he's top 5, you know? 49ers look banged up, bro. 49ers look banged up. Not looking good for the 49ers so far. We shall see. We shall see. A lot of injuries. I don't know. Are we going to see Christian McCaffrey be the man again? Is he going to be the man? Yeah, I haven't heard too much about the Jalen Carter injury, so I'm not that worried about it. Yeah, ALO, I agree. I mean, a lot of injuries, you know. Could be a tough year again for the 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, Brandon Ayuk are both on the PUP list. you know, Juwan Jennings is like their number one wide receiver right now on the roster. That's not looking great. Lost a lot of guys on defense, so I don't know. 49ers fans, it could be a tough run for you guys. If you're new to the channel, guys, my name's Jay, host of the Jay All Day NFL Show. We do picks, predictions, survivor pools, mock drafts, NFL analysis, guys. Little bit of everything on the channel. So please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on 16,000 subscribers. You guys are the business. If you got any questions about your favorite NFL team, make sure you drop them in the comments down below. And I'll be happy to answer any and all of your questions this year. Yeah, Phillies game. Big win today, little G. Played on Apple TV. Schwarber, Realmuto, hit some bombs. Looking good. Yeah, Mike, I mean, I'm picking the Ravens to win the AFC this year. That's my pick. I'm going Eagles, Ravens, Super Bowl. That's my pick so far. Gotta bring my mic down here. Sound a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, they got Mike Green and Malachi Starks to go with Kyle Hamilton and the rest of the gang. The defense is going to be great. I don't know, man. Brian Dawkins, man. He just, like, brought an energy like no other guy. I mean, Reggie White was a dog, too. You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with either of those guys. I don't know. I mean, the 49ers just paid Brock Purdy a lot of money, man. I don't know if they could afford to pay Juwan Jennings. Yeah, I love the Broncos this year. I think the Broncos have a serious chance of winning the AFC West this year. I'm actually picking them to win the AFC West and upseat, you know, the Chiefs, who have been running that division for like a decade now. No, I didn't see that about George Pickens, man. I'm going to Google that right now. Like, bad? It's not on ESPN. Yeah, I don't see anything going on about Pickens' injury. I don't see anything like that coming up when you Google him. Jim H. loves big women, bro. Do you, dude? Do you, Jim? Yeah, I'm not seeing any reports on the injury, man. What's up, Marco? What's going on? Welcome to the channel, buddy. Yeah, Hulk Hogan, that's pretty sad, you know. Not the biggest fan of him personally, but he was a superstar in the ring. What's up, Pumbaa the Pig? What's going on, brother? Welcome to the chat. Oh, thanks, Marco. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to be doing my memberships again this year. Every Friday, all my picks. You know, $4.99 a month, man. You can't beat that, man. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne passed away, too. Yeah, that was really sad. I'm a big fan of Black Sabbath for sure. Would you consider gooning a sport? I don't know what gooning is, bro. Yeah, I mean, the Eagles need to figure out something at cornerback. Ringo has not looked great so far in camp. You know, it's only been a week. The pads aren't on, but, like, he's been getting his lunch eaten a lot, so. Oh, congratulations, little G. You're going to be an uncle. What's up, Chad? What's going on? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. Ty Robinson seems to be, people seem to think he looks really good. A lot of the people in the locker room say. Jalix Hunt, too. Jordan Mailata came out and said that he looks the best out of all the young kids, man. So, Jalix Hunt in year 2, you know, is going to be huge step forward, I think, in my opinion. So, yeah, Jalix Hunt is for me, man. He could go out there sack hunting this year, man. Be a 6 to 10 sack guy, you know. So, I think Jalix Hunt could be a huge, huge beneficiary of all that playing time he's about to get, guys. Byler, we'll see. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers, man? Yeah, Trey Amos, yeah, he's a pretty good player, man. I liked his tape in college. Yeah, I was a big Trey Amos guy, for sure. Yeah, he's a good player. I like myself some Trey Amos. He was definitely on my radar when I was scouting guys for the Eagles this year, was Trey Amos, for sure. Yeah, excellent player. But yeah, I'm really excited for this season, guys. Let me know if you have any interest in betting. I got some really good bets going on this year for week 1. I love the Arizona Denver Broncos parlay. That is one of my favorite parlays this year, guys. What's up, Rick? Welcome to the chat. I think Matthew Golden's so good, man. He's a really good separator. I think if I'm the Packers, I run the ball down people's throats with Josh Jacobs and do a lot of play action, I love Josh Jacobs. He's a really talented guy. So for me, give Josh Jacobs the rock, and we'll have to see. Can Jordan Love take a step forward? He needs to take a big leap this year. I need to see big things out of Jordan Love because he's getting paid a lot of money, right, guys? So he's got to, make it worth it. Make it worth it, guys. Let me know, has anybody in the comments watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet? I am super stoked to check that out this weekend for sure. I am really excited about that. And guys, before you know it, NFL games are going to be starting, man. NFL games will be here before you know it. So the Hall of Fame game will be here soon, guys. Thursday, July 31st. The Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions. And then, I think it's every week we got football now, guys. What do I think about the Terry McLaurin situation? I think the Commanders need to pay Terry. Terry's been their only good player for a really long time, man. He's an unbelievable talent. I think he's a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. And he would even be probably higher on that list if the Commanders had a quarterback worth his ass the last couple of years. Terry McLaurin's been putting up all these numbers with dogs at the quarterback position, man. So I'm a big fan of Terry McLaurin. I hope the Commanders get a deal done. But if he left the NFC East as an Eagles fan, I wouldn't hate it. Because the dude's a freaking dog. Dude is a monster. A monster. I love myself some Terry McLaurin, guys. But yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. My name's Jay, host of the Jay All Day NFL Show. Happy to chat it up with you guys tonight. Let me know in the comments down below. What are your questions? What are you thinking about your team? What do I think about your team? I'm willing to answer all your questions about your NFL team, about the draft, about bets, whatever you need. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. I think there's some good bets. I like the Rams over the Texans. I think the Rams are going to dominate that game, especially at home. So the Texans have a young offensive line that's never played together before inside SoFi Stadium in a dome. I love the Rams in week 1. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of do you think any quarterback, would be great without their number 1 wide receivers and, backup offensive linemen? The NFL is a team game, man. If you ever played football, one guy could really screw it up for everyone. So you got to all be on the same page, man. That's why it's so hard to be a repeat champion in the NFL, because it's such a team game. And if one guy doesn't pull his weight, then who knows? So, Jalen Hurts has come to the NFL and done nothing but win. Legitimately, he's won more than any of these quarterbacks. More than Josh Allen, more than Joe Burrow, more than Lamar Jackson, more than Tua, more than Justin Herbert. He wins more than everybody else. So, the hate that Jalen Hurts gets is just so ridiculous to me. It makes no sense. But I appreciate you guys coming and chatting it up here on the Jay All Day NFL Show on this Friday. What's up, Matt Miller? What is going on? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Yeah, I got to see a little more in Fangio's scheme, right? Yeah, Fangio's scheme is really skill set specific, right? Guys like Zach Bond are good at specific things. That's why he looks so good in Fangio's scheme. I'm not sure how he fits. I don't know if he's going to be a special teams monster or he has a chance to be a competitor in this league. We'll have to wait till the pads come on and I can see how he moves. Yeah, HTTR. I mean, it is a strange thing. People just want to like have something to talk about, I guess, because they want like Josh Allen and Joe Burrow to like get all these wins, but it's just not really like what they do. They just don't win like the Eagles do, and Jalen Hurts does. So I mean, Joe Burrow. I mean, the Bengals defense is absolute trash, and Joe Burrow is going to get a ring. I think Joe Burrow gets a ring probably before the other guys, because not only you got to get to the Super Bowl, you got to win. And Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson have both lost a ton of really big games. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's just about winning games. Like, there's two different like guys that make it to the Hall of Fame, right? There's the guys with like crazy skill set, like Dan Marino. That's just like a freak of nature. That are just so unbelievably talented, arm strength wise, and the ability to throw the football wise. And then there's guys like Troy Aikman and Jalen Hurts that just win all the time. And Jalen Hurts, what he's doing with his legs is historic, guys. He's going to go down as the best rushing quarterback that ever lived. Straight up. Jalen Hurts is still a baby in the NFL, and he already has a ring. He's 26 years old. He'll be 27 in a couple weeks. He's 27 years old, guys. Like, he's got so much more runway to get better. That's the scary part. That's the scary part. Hurts had like, how many touchdowns did Jalen Hurts have last year? The dude had 14 rushing touchdowns. Come on. Come on. Yeah, and then Saquon got carried by Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. What do you got to say about that, brother? What do you got to say about that? What do you got to say about that? Saquon didn't do shit in the Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts lit it up like a Christmas tree. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I gotta see what he looks like. There's so many guys that look okay in college and really translate well with the NFL, and then there's the opposite. These guys crush it in college, and they get to the NFL, and they get washed out. So, yeah, 100%, Matt, 100%. But if you've ever been around a strong leader, it's so different, man. Like you could have all the talent in the world, but if you can't lead men, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know, man. Jordan Love hasn't really proved anything to me yet. What does that even mean, y'all, about your championship, dude? There's a salary cap. There's a salary cap in the NFL. Every team has to play under the salary cap. This isn't baseball, where you could buy every player you want and buy all-star teams. That's a silly comment. That's just silly. Yeah, I mean, he's been limited. Jordan Love's been limited. I mean, Jahad Campbell's been limited. We got a new puppy. She's running around like a maniac. You can bring her over to me. Yeah, Jahad Campbell, like they thought he wasn't going to be ready for camp, but he was running around in limited format this week. He was limited. I'm not sure if there's practice tomorrow. So who carried them? Is it Saquon? Is it AJ? Is it Devontae Smith? Is it the offensive line? Like, come on, dude. Give me a break. You can make all the excuses you want, but they still won the Super Bowl. And Jalen Hurts has still outplayed Patrick Mahomes in 2 Super Bowls. Any way you want to slice it. No matter what you think about who carried who. Yeah, Philly Flyover Network. You're 100% right, though. But we're not talking about that. So Jalen Hurts got carried by 52 other players. And Jalen Hurts is just like, I should just play quarterback for the Eagles then. I'll just do it. Sign me up, guys. I'll do it. We'll go back to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like, Jalen Hurts proved that if you want to shut down the run, he can light your ass up. And that's exactly what he did. So, like, people are like, Jalen Hurts doesn't have all the passing yards. Well, why would he pass 40 times a game when Saquon Barkley in the running game is lighting it up? That's like the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. You're not going to just pass the ball because you want to pass the ball. If your running game is working, then there's no reason to pass the ball 40 times. That makes no sense. Yeah, thanks for clearing that up, Matt. I had no idea that's what happened. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome to the chat, bro. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, Matt. That's like seriously the dumbest. That's a Donald Trump worthy quote right there, man. That was the dumbest comment I've heard in a long time. In a long time. Go Birds! What's up, George? Welcome to the chat, buddy. Yeah, I mean, is Jalen Hurts the greatest thrower of the football? No, he's not. Is he the most accurate quarterback? No, he's not. But he's good enough to beat you when it counts. Matt, I don't look at anything emotionally, dude. I just call it like I see it. There's like zero emotions with any of this. I just look at it like I see it. Eagles fan or not. Is Jalen Hurts a top 5 quarterback? Yeah, borderline. He's a borderline top 5 quarterback. But to say he's the least valuable player on their offense is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, sorry, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm going to the Chargers-Eagles game. The Eagles are playing the Chargers in LA, and I will be there with the green robe on, buddy. Yeah, he's a borderline top 5 quarterback. But those quarterbacks in that 4 to 8 range, they're all pretty interchangeable skill set wise, man. Do I like coffee? Yeah. I got that Breville espresso machine, bro. We just bought a new one. That shit was like $700. It sucked. But it makes awesome espressos. Oh, thanks, you Green. Yeah, man, if you're ever out in LA, you guys got to let me know. I'll be there, SoFi Stadium, with the green hat on, boy, with my green robe, pumping the J all day NFL show. Let's go! Yo, Texas, you're weird, bro. You're weird, man. Yeah, and there's a few other guys that are right there with him. Matt Stafford's in that conversation for sure. Jaden Daniels is in that conversation. Dude, I'm a hazelnut guy. I like the hazelnut. I like macchiatos too. There's a place by my work makes like a cold macchiato. It's fucking awesome. No, I don't know. I don't think I have a Kelly. Oh, I have a Kelly Green Reggie White jersey. I got the Kelly Green Reggie White. I got the Midnight Green Brian Dawkins, and I think I got a Black Foles jersey. Yeah, dude, CJ Stroud's really good too, man. That Texans offensive line is so bad. Like, guys, that offensive line in Houston is a dumpster fire of epic proportions. CJ Stroud will be a top 5 quarterback as soon as they figure out that offensive line because it is historically bad. They could have the worst offensive line in football this year, and I'm not even bullshitting. They were so bad. Like, I bet heavy on the Texans the first few weeks of the season, and oh my gosh, watching those Texans game, oh my goodness, guys, it was so bad. The false starts and the holding, it was crazy to watch. Yeah, Ardell, you're 100% right. I'm putting this weirdo in timeout. Yo, stop spamming the chat, bro, or you're going to get blocked. Yeah, Jacob, I'm excited for the Hall of Fame game. This dude's getting... Timeout you go, random person. Peace out, bro. Sleeper AFC teams. I think a lot of these teams in the AFC West, man, guys, I think the Broncos, the Raiders, and Chargers are all going to be better than they were last year. Raiders on the lower side, but the Chargers, man, yo, excuse me, the Chargers and the Broncos. I think the Broncos are going to win the West. I think the Broncos win the West, guys. NFC, I think the Cardinals are sneaky. I think the Rams are sneaky again. You know? The Commanders should be good. I think the Giants will be better than people think. That front seven is really, really scary, dude. Abdul Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Thibodeau. I mean, it's crazy, crazy talented. That Giants front seven is going to be hard to deal with, man. Yeah, I don't know about the Steelers, man. They got a really young, they got a young kind of offensive line that I don't necessarily love. They got a good front seven, but I don't know. The wide receiver room there, not awesome outside of DK Metcalf. And Aaron Rodgers is freaking old, dude. Yeah, dude, if you could play for Sean Payton at the quarterback spot, you're a tough guy, you know, so. Guys, welcome to the channel. My name's Jay, host of the Jay All Day NFL Show. If you could do me a huge favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're closing in on 16,000 subscribers, guys. I really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button so you get all my NFL updates, guys. Getting ready for this NFL season coming up. We killed it with predictions last year, guys. The last 9 weeks, I went 110 and 39. We went on a heater, an absolute heater. The last 10 weeks of the season, man. Absolute freaking heater. Straight crushed it, guys. That's why you got to subscribe to the channel, man. Yeah, the Broncos, man. Jarrell. Yo, the Broncos are about to be nice, bro. About to be nice. Yo, take that Broncos in 7.5 all day long to the bank. Week 1, dude. They're about to spank the Titans. Spank the Titans. It's about to be on like Donkey Kong. Go Birds! Hertz Productions, go Birds! The Broncos are going to be really, really, really good. Really good. Yeah, guys, we're up to 15,776 subscribers. So make sure you do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. Closing in on 16K. Let's go! Yeah, I do, Lando. I think they're the best team in the NFC still. I want to see how this defense gels without all those missing pieces. Remember, no C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Darius Slay goes to Pittsburgh. Josh Sweat goes to the Cardinals. Milton Williams goes to the Patriots, right? So, Oren Burks, I think, went to the Bengals. They got a lot of moving parts. Redneck Ghost, my man! What is up, dude? My thoughts on the Vikings kind of are like hinged on J.J. McCarthy's adoption to the NFL, right? Are they going to run a similar offense to what he ran in Michigan? A lot of running the football, some 12 personnel, some play action, you know. I don't know. That's a huge wild card. But they won 14 games with Sam Darnold last year, right? So, I mean, J.J. McCarthy should be at least as good as Sam Darnold, right? But we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Did Rashee Rice actually get suspended yet? He's a dipshit, but I don't know if he actually got suspended yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to, like, play or I don't know when the suspension's going to come for him. Yeah, the Texans' defense is great. They're going to keep that defense is going to keep that team in a lot of games. But the offense is going to struggle. They just put Joe Mixon on the PUP list. The offensive line is a disaster. I don't know, George. Khalil Ringo doesn't look great. I think they're going to try out Ringo at corner. And if he sucks, they might move DeJean out to cornerback maybe. put Makuba at safety and bring someone else in the slot. I don't know. I don't think they want to do that. They want to keep Cooper DeJean close to the line of scrimmage so he can affect the run game because he's an excellent tackler, right? So, I don't know. I don't think they brought in another guy from the Giants. His name's escaping me right now. He's competing for that spot too on the outside, but we'll see. We've got to wait till the pads come on, man. Yeah, you green. I'm going Ravens, Eagles. That's my Super Bowl prediction. What's up, HTTR? Welcome back to the chat, buddy. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah. Apparently, he could do it like on weekends, whenever he wants to do it, over like X amount of time. It's all weird. So I'm not sure if he's going to like serve some time during the week. I don't know how. I have no idea how it's going to work. Or does he wait till the off season and then go like every weekend? Do I think Shedeur Sanders has a learning disability? No, I just think he's a spoiled brat. He grew up with money. He never had a hardship in his whole life. You know what I mean? He grew up with money. When you grow up with money, you usually grow up soft. And he's soft, and he's a dipshit. So, that's not a good combination. Yeah, Ringo's tall. He's fast. He's got good length. But from what I'm reading out of camp, he's been getting his lunch eaten a lot. So, yeah, Blankenship's still there. Yep. But, I mean, that means he's going to miss a lot of valuable time, Redneck Ghost. You know what I mean? Like, you miss all this time in training camp. You're not going to just be, like, in mid-season form week 1 without practicing all off-season, right? You know, gearing up for the regular season is really important. And missing this time is not great. Especially when he's got all new offensive linemen blocking for him. He doesn't know where they're going to be or their tendencies. There's a lot to learn. Fanatics face Finsta. What's up, Sir Millington IV? What's going on, brother? You have a very regal name. Go Birds! Yeah, I like the Ravens too, man. The Ravens, I think it's their AFC title to lose. It has nothing to do with race. Clearly, the dude's got 2 95-mile-plus-hour speeding tickets in back-to-back weeks. Clearly, this dude either doesn't give a shit or he's an idiot. It's one of those two things. There's no other, excuse for him. Guys, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It really does help us get into YouTube's algorithm and get out into the NFL fans' world's universe. We just added another subscriber up to 15,777. Thank you so much. What's up, Lennon Marley? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, the Bills Elvis really revamped this defense. The D-line, they got edge rushers, they got everybody. They got cornerbacks. They really went hard defense in this draft. They didn't. For the Bills, like, the wide receiver room there isn't great. I don't love the wide receiver room there. It's not very good. Yeah, I wouldn't call the Rams defense good. The front seven is talented, but the corners and the safeties for the Rams, not great. I was born in Philly, bro. My birth certificate. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I got Philly on my birth certificate, bro. Yeah, Chubb is a shell of himself, Redneck Ghost. You know that, bro. If you watched him at all last year. Unfortunately, Nick Chubb will not be Nick Chubb ever again. I like Nick Chubb. I love him. But he's going to be put out to pasture sooner rather than later. Yeah, that's what money does, Miami Drip. Miami Drip. Yeah, if your dad's got money, you could pay off the teachers, you could pay off the school. They just want Deion Sanders' kid to go there. It's a joke, man. You know he didn't learn shit in college. He put no effort into any of his classes, and the administrative people and the teachers just let him walk through college. He didn't earn that shit, man. You and I both know that. I like Denver, man. They got and like them having that top 3 defense. They could do with Bo Nix running that offense. The Broncos, Especially if they get home field advantage in the playoffs, they can make a run. They can make a run. What's up, Sir Millington? Thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. I appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I talk all kinds of sports here, man. NFL, NBA a little bit, a lot of UFC, a lot of baseball during the playoffs. We do a little bit of everything here. Yeah, Len and Marley, like, I think the Bills need to get better at the wide receiver position, which they did not at all. They're worse at the wide receiver position, in my opinion. Mac Hollins is gone. Amari Cooper is gone. I don't love their offense. James Cook is dealing with contract shit. I don't know. I don't love the wide receivers there. I love what the Chargers did in the draft, dude. Amarion Hampton from USC, Trey Harris from Ole Miss. Trey Harris, yo, his tape looks great. I love this tape out of Ole Miss. And Amarion Hampton, like, he wasn't far behind Genty on my board. It was like a 1A and a 1B. Amarion Hampton can do it all. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run in between the tackles. He can run wide zone. He can do whatever you want him to do. Lad McConkey, freaking Justin Herbert, we got to see how that defense looks. Are you talking about, Nick Chubb? Are you talking about Nick Chubb, Sir Millington? Yeah, that Nick Chubb injury, that sucks, dude. It is what it is, man. I'm just calling it like I see it. Yeah, Dylan, I mean, they revamped. They got Drew Dahlman from the Falcons. They got Jonah Jackson from the Rams, right? I think he was with the Rams. And they brought in Joe Tooney from the Chiefs. They got everybody in place. Ben Johnson calling the plays. Can Caleb Williams be an NFL quarterback, guys? Can he be an NFL quarterback? We have to see. I like Pacheco too, but he came back from that injury last year, Jeff, and he just did not look like himself at all. I don't know if that's permanent or he just wasn't 100% last year. We'll know a lot the first 6 to 8 weeks this season. I love Pacheco, though, man. Before he got hurt, he would run like a beast, man. He is tough. Yeah, Lennon, I'm really excited to see A.J. Dillon, man. I was a fan of his. I'm excited about him. Sports and Outdoor Anson, what's going on, baby? Go Birds! Go Birds! Let's go! Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be probably a Bills-Ravens AFC Championship game. Throw the Broncos and the Chiefs in there a little bit. See who gets hot, who stays healthy. For the Chiefs, they got to stay healthy, man. They don't got a ton of depth, especially at the skill position places, so they got to stay healthy, man. I mean, Bo Nix was pretty efficient last year, man. Bo Nix looked pretty damn good. And they brought in Evan Ingram, bro. Evan Ingram's a dog. He lit it up with Jacksonville the last couple of years, dude. Yo, Evan Ingram is going to be the truth this year in Denver. You mark my words. What's up, Taco? What's going on? Welcome to the chat, Taco. Taco Truck, man. What's good? Aroldis Chapman. I can't believe he's still pitching, man. He's still elite, though. 1.34 ERA. Woo! Yeah, we'll see. I think he has the potential to be like a mid-range starter in the NFL, but like you gotta have the 1-2, man. Like the NFL, especially at the quarterback position, you gotta it's a constant evolution. It's like Jalen Hurts is literally like the complete opposite person and work ethic guy that Shedeur Sanders is. So, I don't think it works out for him, but maybe he'll prove me wrong. Yeah, I mean, I was really young when Randall Cunningham was tearing through Philadelphia, right? So, I don't remember him too much watching him. I started coming online when McNabb was the quarterback in Philly. Yeah, Joe Alt is a beast, man. Lennon Marley, a beast. What's the other tackle's name? Is that Rashawn Slater? I've been like studying these offensive linemen and all their names. I'm trying to get them all down. Yeah, Rashawn Slater. Ooh, that was a good one, man. I don't even follow the Chargers. Yeah, I don't think Shedeur Sanders is going to have too much success. I think the Browns are probably going to pick a quarterback again in the first round next year, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, the Bears seem to be cursed. It does seem that way, huh? Yeah, I think the Raiders will be a lot better. They bring in Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly and Brock Bowers can do some special things together, I think, man. That offense should be really fun. And Geno Smith can, throw a lot of pretty solid passes in that range that Brock Bowers is the most successful at. Yeah, I mean, I think Denver's going to be excellent this year, guys. Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are just like another year older, man. I mean, it's pretty much the same team coming back. They lost Joe Tooney. They didn't really add anyone, right? It's like the same team just coming back a year later. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know, man. And Rashee Rice with the suspension coming up. Pacheco not looking good. Kelsey's going to wear down by the end of the year. He's, doesn't have a lot of, tread left on the tires there. But you never can count Steve Spagnuolo, Andy Reid, and Pat Mahomes out. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how they break up the first team reps between those four guys. Apparently, Kenny Pickett was getting the first team reps first so far. The Niners are going to the Super Bowl this year. Doubt it. Doubt it. But if they do, kudos to them. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. This quarterback class wasn't awesome. Isn't Dylan Gabriel, Scotty, like super small? He's like 6 foot tall, right? It's tough to be, unless you got a killer arm, it's tough to be that small and be that successful. But all right, guys, we got done 45 minutes here. I'm going to crash out and go watch that Trump South Park episode. So I'll catch up with you guys later. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Jay All Day NFL Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace!